What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the show. So I am in Medellin, Colombia, as I stated in my video yesterday. Nice little walkway here, a little park. I'm gonna walk a little bit. It's uphill, so I might be breathing a little bit heavy when I get to the top. Okay, so let's get to the topic of today. I will be mailing out 2 letters to the president and the former president. So President Biden and former President Trump. Those are the first 2 letters that will be going out. And we'll see how long it takes to get a response, and if we'll get a response at all, and what it will say. So I'm gonna read all that to you. If they send me a letter, I'm gonna let you see what the letter says. But I'm sending these both via email. The reason I'm doing email is because I'm in Colombia, so I can't mail it out. Or if I mail it out, it's gonna come from Colombia. So that's what we'll be doing, and I'm interested to see if we get a response. And if we get a response, are they going to talk about any of the proposals that we've heard about over the last couple of years? That'll be interesting. And so we'll follow this story and see where it goes, see what these politicians really think about Social Security increase, Social Security reform. Because there's a lot of talk, but there's no action. This is still gonna be more talk, but at least we'll have documentation that we are sending letters and they're saying that they wanna do a certain thing, and then we can at least hold them accountable. Now, as far as the video yesterday that I posted, talking about the debate, the presidential debate, they didn't talk about a Social Security reform at all. Mike Pence is the only one that brought it up. There were no questions about it, and that should be concerning. That Fox News did not ask the question. And the only hope is that future debates, we're going to hear this question come up. I'm sure I'm not the only one that picked up on the fact that they didn't talk about Social Security reform or Social Security period. And so the hope is the next debate, we're going to hear some more about that. But as of right now, we don't know how all the politicians feel, at least the people running for president. I know Chris Christie, he wants to means test Social Security, which means people who are making a lot of money, and he didn't specify how much is a lot. The only example he used was Warren Buffett. And of course, Warren Buffett is that 1%er. And so how far down are you going to go when it comes to how much people are making? And so that's going to be interesting to see. So what he wants to do is means test it. So those people shouldn't be receiving Social Security. They should be able to, in essence, donate their Social Security to people who really need it. I'm guessing that's what he's talking about there. And then the people who are below the poverty line would get a little bit of a boost. And so that's what Chris Christie's talking about. He also wants to raise the full retirement age. He wants to raise it up. He wasn't specific, but I would imagine 69 or 70. That's the kind of what everyone is talking about when they're talking about raising the full retirement age. It's 69 or 70. As far as the other candidates, Mike Pence, he has said in the past that something needs to be done when it comes to reforming Social Security. We're going to have to make tough decisions. And so if you're saying we're going to have to make tough decisions, that means that there's going to be some type of a cut to Social Security that he's talking about. He wasn't specific on his plan either. And so we'll have to follow up. But as far as the rest of the candidates, I don't really know their stand on Social Security reform and what they think needs to happen. I know Nikki Haley's also talked about making some cuts to Social Security. But we need to really, I really wanted that question to be asked because I wanted them to have to answer it. And I wanted to be able to try to see where they're coming from with the reforms that they potentially want to do when it comes to Social Security. And this is very, very serious for especially people who are Gen Xers and millennials. You guys need to be really paying attention. Now, I know a large group of my audience, they're already retired. You should also be paying attention, because if you have the right people in office, the people who are really talking about some type of an increase for Social Security, it could benefit you as well, because you could see that $200 increase or something like that. So the millennials and Gen Xers need to really pay attention, because this can determine when you retire. Because a lot of people, what they will do is they're going to have their savings, they're going to have their retirement plans, their 401ks and all that, but they're still going to need Social Security in order to help complement their retirement plans. And so if you do not have Social Security, or if you're not able to get it until you're 70, well, that could push off your retirement until you're 70. And so it's very important for people who are Gen Xers like myself and millennials as well, because this can determine when you are going to retire. And I'm telling you, if you're paying into a system, your payroll tax is paying into the system, you're paying 6.2%, your employer's paying 6.2%. If you're doing that for 20, 30, even 40 years, you're going to want to get a little bit out of that, because it only makes sense. That's the whole agreement. And so when you get to that point, do you have to wait until you're 70 to get it? That's what we're going to have to find out. And so that's what we're going to be keeping our eye on. But getting back to the main topic, yes, 2 letters will be sent out. I'll be sending them out later today, and then we'll see how long it takes them to respond. And once they respond, what are they going to say? So President Biden and former President Trump are getting the first letters, and then we're going to start working our way through the presidential candidates, as well as my congressperson will be getting. So the representative in my district will be getting a letter, as well as the 2 senators in my state. So if you guys have any other questions, I know some people had questions about how do I download the letter. There's a link in the comments. It'll be pinned to the top of the comments, and you can go ahead and click that link. It will take you over to the Word document. Now, you need to copy and paste. So you're not going to actually download it. You're just going to copy and paste it. Okay, let me show you guys this really quickly. I've had some people ask me about how do I download the letter. Now, you don't need to download the letter. All you need to do is put a highlight on the letter and copy it, and then paste it into an email. So let me show you how to do that. So if you left click and just hold the left click and drag down, you're going to put a highlight on this entire letter. So you drag all the way down to the bottom of the letter, and then you're going to right click, and when you right click, you can copy. So go ahead and copy it there. Now I'm going to show you, this is an email that I have set up here. So you can put this in an email, or you can put this in a Word document. So in this case, we're doing the email. We're going to right click on the email and then click paste. So there it is. So you don't need to download anything. All you need to do is to copy it and paste it. Now, once it's in here, you make the adjustments. So you make the adjustments that you need to make as far as editing this to personalize it, and then you can send it to your congressperson. So that's all you need to do. Now, if you were going to do that in a Word document, it'd be the same exact thing. You're going to copy it. So you'll copy it from the link that I send you. So the link is in the comments. It'll be posted at the very top. And you click on that link, it's going to take you to the letter. The letter will look something like this. It'll look a little bit different, but all you need to do is highlight it from there. And once you put the highlight on it, then you can copy it and then paste it into an email or into a Word document, and then go ahead. If it's a Word document, obviously, you're going to edit the information, print it out, sign it, and then mail it off to your congressperson. And so hopefully this helped. If you guys have any other questions or anything like that, post them down below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.